to write home about. Up at top, obviously, Singe starting with Doran's Shield, and also the Regrowth Pendant plus Pots on Sky Art. So that's the early game breakdown. And Little Knight and Mumu, awesome skin.
Yeah, indeed, the Little Knight. He's one of the newer favourite ones, I've got to be honest, of Mumu. He looks like he's maybe having an early attempt at getting down the bottom here. He's going to come down. Van der Fek has not spotted him. Going to come straight down. Oh, wow. He actually tried to open with a bandage toss. That's quite poor. That's poor play. I've got to be honest. You should not open like that straight from bandage toss. You should walk out and do as much poke as you can and then get the bandage toss just as they're thinking they can get away. I don't know whether he just thought he could get the early kill there, but Launet was already taken pretty low as well by Van der Fek there. Looking up towards the top, you can see Skyart actually is being pushed a little bit there by Dedre. Dedre starting with that with the Doran's Shield, which is an unusual start item actually for some people. You can do it with Singe, but generally you're obviously feeling not quite so confident. But you know, it's a big tournament. It's fair play if they want to play a little bit delicately. Althor putting a lot of damage on Sypher there. He's got the poison still running, 121 hit points down. If he gets caught with a poison again, Althor will kill him.
Look at Dedre's position.
But this is what you can do with him though. So he's poisoning up the minions before they get to the tower. So he's actually wiping out the waves before they even get there. And it's entirely possible. If he knows where the jungle position is, and it's actually putting pressure on Skyart because he's got no waves of minions to stop him, you know, taking the gold. So instead they're just getting immediately pushed straight onto the tower, which is causing him problems, you can see. Yeah,
those minions are chipping away. Let's see. What this middle area, I feel a little bit, at least at this early level for Celevar, he's taken so much damage. And again, you know, his layways, he's scared to actually get them right where they should be because he knows that if he gets into a position to get the range off, Althor is in actual, you know, in very dangerous range. Down at the bottom, we are seeing Veggie starting to move his way in there. There goes another great Howling Gale, and all of a sudden, Veggie looking like he could be in trouble. In comes the cow, though. Is Launet going to go down? Exhaust was put onto Van der Fek, which actually seemed to help out pretty nicely. And look at Piri, he's doing the damage at the moment. Super Janna here going forward, and actually will flash out. There goes the Howling Gale, and first blood goes to Janna. Not something you see very often. Go on, Janna, get a second one as well. Not quite happening, but here comes the teleport in. How's this one going to go? Singed is pretty slow. Does actually get the glue down, but the Howling Gale once again comes in and knocks him away. So good start there. Obviously, Piri not the ideal person to be getting the first blood, but it's first blood nonetheless.
Yeah, it's first blood nonetheless, and it turned out quite well. I feel Launet probably used that flash a little bit early, but then again, if he got caught by a Q, I suppose, if you die, it's you're never too early. So when you use it to actually live, it's not a waste of a summoner's spell. It's not really blown because you've survived, you're not given first blood. Piri, though, we mentioned him in the first match. He played brilliantly in a game, played brilliantly once again, but all credit to the bandage toss as well from Joth. He managed to catch on towards Ezreal, and Van der Fek went down. Van der Fek returns with a double Dorans. Teleport used by Dedre there, so Dedre is going to have to port back to base and walk back to lane, which is giving Skyart plenty of free farm down the top here, up the top here, which is why Veggie has had to come across and try to cover it off. But Veggie is pretty low on health as well. Look at mid. Althor is going walkabouts, and you know what? I think that's because they've seen Veggie's pretty low, so they thought, you know what, we can invade. I've missed it down the bottom there, but he's also very low. Launet, he gets the headbutt. Did he manage to get the pulverizer? So I think that's going to be Libik going down as well. He has been caught. Launet just needs to get him in view. He's got no mana. He's got no mana. He couldn't do it. Instead, that is going to be the gangplank going down. Like I mentioned, Alpha was going up there. He'd spotted that he was low. And instead they're going to turn around, they're going to go for Dedre. Althor needs to be careful, he's going to take a couple of hits from it. Skyart, though, is going to easily get away from that one. He's going to do a bit of damage onto Dedre, but now we have Karthus coming up there. Karthus is turning around. This is the kind of games we love to see, action-packed everywhere. Salavar is going to try and put the pressure on. We'll get the Leigh waste down. Actually managed to get onto Althor there. It's going to get surely another one. Now Althor's going to dodge away from that one. Has got a single pair of boots. Will get caught. Will he get the flip on him? No, he won't. Dedre has popped his ulti. He needs to be careful. He's going to take a second tower hit. Will Cassiopeia dot him up enough? I don't think he will. His ulti's going to make him just about live on from that one. The dot from Althor wasn't quite enough. And now we've got the two mids up top.
Yeah, and I guess they're going to stay here for a little while as well, actually. We do have a Moo just getting himself that little bit of farm. Can I even do a bit of damage onto the tower, should he so wish? Which I'm not sure that he is. Actually, he's going to back away from that one. So Alpha, once this minion wave is pushed up a little bit more onto the turret, he is going to go down onto that bottom area. They are putting a bit of pressure on again, down on towards this bottom delta lane. Of course, it is 3-0 for Sypher so far, so they've got off to a bit of a dream start. In terms of the kills, of course, one went to Janna, one to Urgot, and one to Cassiopeia as well. So it's not at all bad for the French side in this game number 1, but we've seen plenty of games that have started off nicely and not been followed through from that one. So let's see how it goes. Here we go. Jothy is going to be the first man in. Bandage toss again is missed, but I think they've done enough. There goes the ultimate as well, and Lona is going to finish it off. That's a 2-0-0 Urgot right now. And Jothy, his bandage tosses have been far from accurate, actually. He's missed a couple, but that's going to set Sypher up for a dragon at 8.5 minutes. Not super early, but it's not bad timing either.
Yeah, it's a pretty well executed dragon as well. They've got that important kill down the bottom, taken down just the one. The support, Althor is going to get caught with a couple of layways there. He's going to get quite a bit of damage on from Selavar. Selavar's going to turn around. He needs to be careful though. An ulti surely going to finish. Oh, pops his ulti. Will it be enough? No, it won't. Althor's going to get caught by the Gangblock ulti, and it will take him down. Very well played. Selavar, I don't know whether they had his ulti up or not. He could have probably finished him off himself, but wow. Very close. If that ulti would have landed just a fraction closer, he would have been stoned on the tower, which would have been definitely Selavar going down. But that's the first kill for Delta, and an important one. Dedray once again going walkabouts, dotting up those minions in between the towers. It really does work very well for him, and you know, he can just gather them all up, and they eat the poison. He just trots off. And I think Jothy is not too impressed with it. There we go. He's going to go straight in there. They're not going to be able to put enough damage down on him. He's just going to walk away.
Yep, down on bottom once again. Sypher are putting the pressure in onto Van der Feck. There goes Piri, who, again, he's played such an amazing Janna the 2 games that we've seen. I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of targeted bans coming out onto that one. Let's have a quick look up at top. Yeah, Dedra and Skyart just kind of pounding away at each other. Not much to really write home about there. Again, Launet just dropping that poison down and getting the missiles off. And he's done a great job. Let's have a look at the CS just out of curiosity. Actually, ulti coming in there. They've switched limit round, and this could turn out actually pretty nasty for Sypher. There are 3 there. Veggie is there as well, but actually they've got themselves out of trouble. No problems in that area. So anyway, CS, as I was talking about, I'm kind of scared to talk about it because the action's coming thick and fast in this one. Yeah, we've actually got Dead Ray coming in. There goes the slow bar, plus the Singe slow, plus the exhaust. Doesn't get much slower than that. Althor has managed to flash his way out. Let's see. There goes the ghost coming out from Dead Ray. Ulti's going to come off as well from Karthus, and boom, Saliva does get himself the kill onto Althor. So that's back to 4-2 now. And Dedray is up at that top area doing some more farming, as Singe does with his poison, just running around. Doesn't even need to do that basic hit, just poison. Poison, poison, poison.
Yeah, but unfortunately he's letting Skyart just free farm as well, so I'm not sure how that one's going to work out in endgame when it comes down to it. You know, while he can run around and do a fair bit of damage. Piri, though, again, had that brilliant ulti down the bottom, didn't he? The 3 of them caught him out of position, pops the ulti, blows them all backwards, and they both stroll away. Pretty much full hit points as well. Launa is getting pretty good farm. What were we saying about CS? Did you actually get to it or not? Because it keeps happening.
I didn't.
Singed at the top versus Nasus. Nasus slightly ahead, just 76 to 73. Karthus in mid versus Cassiopeia has that slight advantage. Has got that kill, of course, on him. It is 1-0-1-1-2-0 between the two. Janna 1-0-2 down the bottom there. He's having a great time with it. Actually got 13 CS as well. Way ahead of Alistair on 0. Ezreal popping his ulti off there, which means he's probably about to go back. Yeah, they're both going to go back and buy. Meanwhile, that puts Urgot on 56 to 67. Brilliant stuff from Piri there, landing the Howling Gale through them both as they had the cheek to try and port away in the bush.
Up at top, they're actually putting pressure onto Skyart there. I guess the cooldown on Fling wasn't quite ready there, and Skyart has to back away from all that one, but it was a nice push nonetheless.
Yeah, very nice push. Salavar has now got blue buff. And Alpha does not yet. Remember, Gangplank actually coming round. They're still pressuring on Sky. Gangplank invading jungle here. Veggie has got that stack, so he's going to have a little go on towards that tower. There's no reason why not. He's going to do a fair chunk of damage to that tower as well, I think. And that's why Sypher are responding. The dragon was on 8 minutes, so there's another 2 minutes on that. Instead, it looks like Jothi and Launet are going to have a little bit of a poke at Veggie here. Whether they're going to be able to catch anything on him or not is another matter. They do manage to catch the poison on him. It's going to put enough slow and damage, which is going to open it up for Jothi. Jothi's going to go in there, dead ray there, going to lay the poison down, and then just going to stroll away from it. Nasa's coming down river though. Will he be able to put enough damage on towards Veggie? Yes, he will. Manages to get the slow on him, obviously. The ulti from... nicely done, a move ulti. I think Deadray may go down here. There's enough damage to certainly deal with him. Although I'm not sure the Urgot ulti was quite required there, I've got to be honest. I think he was already dead. Instead, Karthus is going to continue pushing top. Down the bottom, Piri is doing a grand job and actually putting pressure onto Pandefek there, taking the Ezreal ulti. Ezreal now got 0 mana, so Piri is just quite happily keeping them at range.
Yep, and they're actually just going to defend this middle turret for a second here.
Bottom.
Oh, Sypher, yeah, down on bottom. We could see a bit of a problem for Piri. He's going to be knocked out of tower range there. Let's see what he can do. Actually gets his ulti off. Is it going to be enough to keep him alive? And I think he's going to escape from this one. Yes, he is. Piri is still alive. Vandefek isn't taking tower aggro though, so he can still do this damage. Piri can't safely move anywhere near it. There are 3 still around. He's going to drop a Howling Gale and say, well, best I could do there was hold out for that time. Skyhawk does actually teleport his way in there though, so that's not a a bad little save on that bottom turret. Althor doing damage there in onto Veggie as he tries to push that middle turret. But bottom is now secure. Launet has got himself back in. Manimoon, which is pretty standard stuff, onto an Urgot. Double Doran's Blade. The longsword is also there as well. Let's have a look around. Cassiopeia does have Double Doran's Ring. Merc Tread's already up. And Blasting Wand is there. For Singed, he's got Catalyst Protector, Merc Treads, and Doran's Shield. Let's have a look. Nasa's Phage in play. Ezreal is the other one I want to see. And yeah, Brutalizer, triple Doran's Blade.
You know what? Launet had an amazing score last time. Started off 4-0-1 and now he's at 4-0-1. I've just noticed that. So again, behind on the CS, but has those kills, which is a huge advantage. Delta trying to take the dragon here. Lock on there, on towards Veggie actually. Veggie's going to be careful. Urgot could probably do quite a lot of damage to him. Instead, he's not going to bother. He's going to have to back away. The rest of the team weren't quite in the same area. Launet is going to get taken down. Salavar putting lots of damage. Ezreal ulti just skimming past his backside. 88 hit points though, and he's going to walk away from that one. Would you believe it? Nasus, will that finish him off? Yes, it will. Salavar does get the kill there, so very well played. Piri now getting caught out of position as well. Pulverize goes down. He's not going to escape this one like he has done the last time. And Salavar picks up a double kill. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not that accurate with French, but I'm pretty sure Urgot was not happy with that.
Yeah. After a death and you read something in a language that you don't know, you can safely assume that it's not 8 caps. Yeah, then definitely you can assume it's not something that needs to probably be repeated on air. They're actually pinging here to Veggie in middle saying, hey mate, why don't you get yourself onto that turret and do a bit of defensive work instead of killing your wolves, and which is that's what Veggie's going to do. But in the meantime, Deadray has got free run on this turret. He's going to go down. I think there's 3 minions? No, Deadray, you could have had that one. Now he's probably going to get caught out of position, and this could be bad news for him because his turret's going to have 1 hit maybe. No, not quite, but Skyheart is there, gets the mega slow onto him. Nice slow put down there by Deadray, who did pop his ulti, which obviously will give him that extra speed, the mana regen, the health regen, basically make him just so much more annoying, and that gets Deadray away. Keeps him super safe, and I love seeing Singe, actually my main character as well, and even with the same skin I play as well on the public realm. So every time I see him running around, I'm like wanting to click. Right.
You're trying to control him, yeah. I could do that. Yeah, so Salavar's actually got quite lucky. He got this couple of kills, which has given that boost. So he's 3-0-1 now, and Karthus getting high amounts of kills can be quite a dangerous thing. Obviously, that ulti is pretty damn frustrating. Top turret does go down. Skyark couldn't really do a fat lot about it. It was pretty much already taken down. Selavar, though, has got that Rod of Ages completed, Sorcerer's Boots as well, and Althor has now fell behind in the build because of that, because he's been caught out of position a few times, just not been able to get as much free farm as he would like, and let's put it that way. Veggie is getting his Wriggles Ward down there. Meanwhile, down the bottom, they are trying to put pressure on there. Launet trying to do what he can towards that tower. Has got that Mana Moon built fairly early on. Double Dorans, and Brutalizer looks like he'll be coming out next with the double longsword there.
Yeah, certainly looks that way. And, well, Libic is just going to push his way down. Janna needs to be careful. Okay, Launet's not is still there. I didn't quite notice that. But Saleva is still hanging around there. They've actually knocked Launet back in towards that brush. He's in a lot of trouble. Ulti goes off from Puri. Great Howling Gale again. In comes the ulti from Gangplank, and that's not going to work out. I think he's away. Up at top in the meantime, Deadray is taking a ton of damage. Is he going to get away from this one? I'm not sure that he is. They're surely going to finish him off. Yep, there they go. In the meantime, down at bottom, Puri, I thought he was safe, and I was right with that one. He's got himself away there. Even managed just to walk almost behind that slow bar. Knocked down very, very low again. I think this is going to give that turret as the ulti is going off from Karthus. And, well, spell shielded. Actually, Janna shielded herself out of that one. Nice.
Yeah, oh, Alpha, you've just been completely caught. He tries to put the ulti down. Selavar is almost certainly going to get taken down, but will he have his ulti up? No, I don't think he does.
Yeah, the problem is that Van der Feck has got no mana left there, so he can't even attempt to get in any closer to do any major damage. That was unlucky.
Yeah, I didn't.
Launet is going to go in there, and he's going to get the kill, and Alistair just kind of running away there, and they are going to surely target Veggie now. No, they didn't quite realize he was. Oh, they should have. The ward was there. Jothi actually came in from the other side, which is kind of surprising actually. But look at Launet's damage. He's absolutely massive amounts of damage. He's got the exhaust off as well. Think that, yeah, Gangplank has got himself away. In comes Deadray. They're not going to be able to do anything to him, and they decide both of them to leave Deadray well alone. Althor has got his way in here now though, so maybe a change of plans. Nope, just to force him away. And we are left with a 9-5 Sypher scoreline. They are up still in this one. But still, it's very, very close. I mean, we look down the scoreboard in terms of CS. In the middle, Cassiopeia 123 to the 128 of Karthus. The top lane, which was singed at 143 to 156 of Nasus. Down at the bottom, Urgot 95. Ezreal 105. It's just ridiculously close with pretty much everything right now.
Very close indeed. That's exactly what it was like with SK for Delta. They were very close throughout all the CS sessions, but you know, Sypher have been getting those kills, but they've let themselves get a little bit sloppy. They did it with time to troll as well. You know, they got that advantage, and then they kind of had that solo mentality. You know, when you just someone's completely dominated, you just go a little bit carried away, and you're like, oh, I'm going to kill them all. And then you end up trying to do 1v3, and it fails badly. I think Dragon must be due. They're just warding up. Pink ward goes down. That's going to take down that ward of Sypher's there. And you can see Sypher are all in position. Piri does have an Oracle. Has got the double GP5, GP10 item, sorry. Yes, yeah, they are GP10s. Look towards Delta. Delta are... Well, actually, there's that ward right there. You can see the ward. So Sypher have full vision of them here. So Delta think they're trying to be sneaky around that side. They have full view. And it is certainly going to be Selavar. They're going to go for Selavar. Will be the target. He will go down very quickly. He's going to pop his ulti surely to finish it off. Ezreal does manage to get the ulti across. Libic is on absolutely nothing. Veggie on absolutely nothing. But they are all getting away with it. Would you believe it? And Van der Feck on nothing as well. And now Luna's going to get away. That's crazy. That should not have happened. I don't know how it happened. Oh, Van der Feck, he got taken down just at the last minute. Launet takes someone with him. But wow, Delta, so many members of Delta on absolutely nothing. Just walk away from that one. That's so frustrating when you're a big team fight like that.
Yeah, an insane one there, that Karthus ulti as well. I mean, that was pretty close to picking up 3-4 kills, maybe even. Not quite in the end. I think it was a double kill. Was it? No, yeah, it was a double kill. Silver get himself a double kill. Obviously, Van der Feck with a double as well. Veggie and Libic are going to go down now. They are going to take this dragon after around about 23 minutes. Singe going up top for a bit of free farm time. And And actually, Joth is going to continue on his jungle path. And let's see now. I don't know why Piri is stealing that kind of thing there. No, absolutely no point in it whatsoever. And gonna put some wards down here, possibly. Piri in a very aggressive position. Actually, Howling Gale goes over. That must have been super close there to stealing that blue buff. I saw it had just a slither of health left on it. Now they're moving back in towards this middle. This middle turret lost not so much, around about a quarter of its health, but there are 3 there from Sypher, and a lot of these minions are going to go down very, very quickly, so it should give them the opportunity with Urgot there, with Althor there, to chip away on this tower. They're not. We're actually going to get the teleport in from Deadray, and Delta now are the ones that are starting to move a little bit forward throughout this lane. Down on the bottom, Nasus and Ezreal had a bit of an exchange, but nothing much to talk about. And Piri and Lonit just still hanging around here. Deadray, it's one of the beauties about Singed. You can go that little bit more aggressive than you could, you know, normally with any champion. You've got so much speed about you. And survivability, I mean, he's built up now. Obviously, Catalyst the Protector is there. Negatron Cloak is there. Rylai's Crystal Scepter, so he's got plenty of health. His Poison slows you, which is triple annoying. And he's going to be building up towards that towards the Banshee's Veil next. So, you know, he's going to be very, very handy coming forward and into initiating these fights in a little bit of time. Actually, Silver taking a lot of damage there from that one. And they need to be careful not to get caught out of position. We say it time and time again, but it still happens. That's one of the beauty about this.
Yeah, and you know, we've said it many times. You know, until it's still early days for LoL, and it's amazing how many times people do get caught out of position in these things. You know, and the game has a lot more to evolve yet. Possibly something we're going to see with these, you know, like the likes of Team Solar Mid having a gaming house. I've no idea how well that's going to work, but there's still. We mentioned it before. You know, if the Chinese teams really get involved, like, you know, like say the top Dota teams, how much more this game could evolve in terms of team play. There's still a long way to go in our terms, and a lot of. But the thing is, from our point of view, a lot of the action happens when people make mistakes. So it takes it away from that stalemate. Let's have a look at the CS wise. You can see everyone pretty much moved out of. We are full on out of lane phase. Skyheart has not gone Warmogs this time. Might do afterwards, I don't know. He's still only got his grade 1 boots. He has got the Trinity Force complete there, and Van der Feck just farming quite happily down the bottom. He got that Brutalizer, got that Bloodthirster. We've got Libic working around the side there. Ulti from Gragas. He will manage to headbutt him down, will pulverize, and we need to get enough damage down. I think he will do. You've got to be careful, Libic, there, because Libic could easily get targeted, and he will do. Look at the Q go straight on, and Libic there having to pop his ulti. I'm not sure it's going to be quite enough. He will walk away from that one. Just about. The rest of the team were not allowed to get a back round there, and we are at 11-11. You know, Delta were quite far behind this one in terms of kills. Oh, Salavar is almost certainly going to get killed there. Will he pop his ulti? I don't think he's going to do enough on anyone there. Piri's going to be able to survive, to shield himself up. Ulti goes off, easily survives it, and that's going to be a second. Nice ulti this time around from from Launet using the ulti to pull Ezreal in. Delray just says,
such a troll.
Lol, just going to pop my ulti and run away from this one. There's nothing you're going to do. So 2-for-1 exchange there. That's give Sypher slight advantage. That's always the problem with Karthus. You know, he's always going to be squishy no matter how big you build him, but that ulti can be a pain afterwards. But when you get caught in a situation like that, you were right at the beginning of the fight and the rest of the team not really going to do anything, you've just sacrificed yourself for nothing.
Yeah, it is that kind of suicide, but you suicide at the right time and it really can pay off for you. But obviously not quite pulling out with that one. Deadray again up at the top. We are following him once again, and he's just going to run, obviously, minions chasing him, all getting poisoned as they go, and that's just lots and lots of free farm for Deadray, who has completed now his Banshee's Veil. Let's have a look down the scoreboard. What else do we have? Cassiopeia. Oh, you got the Rabadon's Death Cap, which may help or may not. She's going to get caught out of position. Slowbar is down. Althor is a dead man here. And well, they did a lot of damaging onto Veggie, but not quite enough to pay off for losing a single man there. They're actually pinging Delta. They are pinging Baron. Let's see if they go for it.
Yeah, they have the lanes pushed north, but I don't think they're going to be able to go for it Nasus is going to be coming round. It's going to catch it all. Selavar around the backside there. Does manage to pop the slow. The ulti, the stun already used. No ulti for Jothi. He's just almost just a stun bot there. And he will manage to catch up towards Selavar there. Selavar does not have his ulti up. He's already used it, I think, a moment ago. He's going to try and keep doing the Leigh waste while he's living. Skyart's ulti was used. Not too sure if he needed to use that ulti, but doesn't matter. Down the bottom, you can see Van der Veck continuing to put damage on that tower. Down to 496. He's thinking he could possibly take Jothi here. Oh, but he's been caught with the slow. That's going to be the bandage toss. Will Piri be able to finish him off? There is quite a lot of damage between these two, but not enough. And they're going to have to dodge Van der Veck's ulti there. The rest of the team are nowhere to be seen. And the minions continue to do damage. 239 hit points left on that tower. So he's had a pretty good go at that. And that's going to be the first inner almost certainly. And remember, still Sypher yet to take a turret. And not even close to taking a turret, has to be said.
Yeah, and, you know, they are that 14 to 12 in the lead. Yeah, Delta are sniffing around for Dragon. 28-25 is the time that Delta wrote down here in chat. So they're going to gather up 4 guys. Karthus on his way in as well. And they should be able to finish this one off very, very quickly. Obviously with Gangplank in there as well. Can even smite it if needs be. And Dedray is going to TP up towards top. And all of a sudden when Skyart thinks, okay, they're doing Dragon, I've got a bit of time to push this lane. No, you don't, because that TP is up. And again, Delta have pinged Baron. They're really kind of up for going for this one, I think. Obviously, the score 12 to 14 against them. That's really not a lot at any stage of the game. So we'll see how that one all shapes up here. So let's have a look at his AP. 269. Althor 389. So Althor looking the better of the two there. Let's have a look. 645 is Karthus, 444 is Cassiopeia. And also, yeah, what did I miss there? Yeah, Will of the Ancients coming in as well for Cassiopeia.
Yeah, so Dedray just getting his Banshee's Veil popped. Marionette is the leading scorer, yeah, 734. Did very well in the previous match as Ashe, this time as Urgot. Pretty tanky. Ooh. While it's a good idea to be stunned there, I wouldn't fancy getting caught with a flash pulverize there. And they are going to take their ward down. Jothi has that Oracle, the little eye above the little warrior. Sunfire Cape on Jothi now, so he's got quite a bit of hit points in there. 2,000, just shy of 2,400. Ezreal continuing to free farm though, bottom. Meanwhile, Nasus is doing exactly the same, and he wants that top turret. Skyart will not give up, and I think we're going to see, yes, Dedray heading straight north.
Surprise. Yeah, and I think Dedray is going to get there as well, around about the exact time that Nasus would start pounding on that tower, and actually Nasus is going to back away, and Dedray says, thank you very much, I'll clear these up in just a split second. Set the tank, which actually gets last hit on as well. So nicely done. Again, there's a ping there going in on towards Baron. We've just seen a ward being dropped actually there for Sypher, so they know that's there. Puri needs to be a little bit careful here. And nice defensive work there from Althor, just to drop that poison dot down, just to stop Libic coming that little bit further out from that one. Meanwhile, top lane, pretty much standard stuff. Jothi has built up Sunfire Cape now. Cage's lucky pick plus a Negatron cloak, so probably building up in towards the Banshee's Veil there as well with that Negatron cloak. And the pings are going down. There is a I was going to say there is an Oracle on Libic. I'm not sure why they didn't spot that ward earlier on. And I think both teams are thinking about Baron now, and they're expecting that one or the other is going to go for it. Gangplank's actually just TP'd back home, so we're not going to see him back in action for just a little while now. And we've got in again, Deman, round about half an hour point to that kind of stagnant, we're both scared to do anything stage.
Yeah, the stalemate starts to develop, and it's still Sypher really kind of have to get a tower down here. They've not had any free farm, and that's mainly for the fact they've not had like a straight flat AD carry. They've got Urgot obviously gets that lock in, but he's kind of a mix between everything, and you can see that he's got a Warmox. So the damage is more tanky than the damage he's doing. Whereas, you know, if he'd have had say, I don't know, an Ashe or a, well, I'm trying to think who was banned actually, an Ashe or a Caitlyn or something, they'd obviously be continually pushing a lane, which is kind of what Nasus is doing, but Deathray's going, no, I'm I'm just going to come up and poison out all your minions again. Jothy is going to get caught out of position here, and they will manage to put a lot down. Oh, fail flash! Fail flash! Will he be able to put the ulti down? But oh, beautiful ulti from Althor there, managing to catch it. In fact, my computer completely almost had a spaz there and completely zipped out. Skyheart is going to get the kill, I think. Enemies getting slain left, right, and centre, so come around. And really, what a fantastic ulti. Piri will go down. Veggie very low. Vanderfeck will go down here. I think he will. No, he's been left. Oh, now they finish him off. Launet does finally get the kill on there. You've got to give credit. Dead Ray will go down. He's almost certainly going to be finished off. So, absolutely crazy. Veggie will certainly get finished off. Yes, he will. The single Q.
Oh, he's missed it.
He's going to get a slow, surely. He's got to dive. He's going to get a dive. No, he's got away. I don't believe it.
And that wasn't even a juke. I mean, that was just like...
I'm running.
This guy just misjudged something. I'm not sure what. But he is going to take a turret out, so that's something that he can be pleased of from that little one as well. And there were so many low HP players in that one. We saw Alpha walking around with basically no HP. I was going to make a joke there with the word slither and the fact that Cassie appears as a snake. But I decided probably not best. Yeah, it's already 11 o'clock. I didn't notice that. That's when the terrible jokes come already into this game. And we've got a 33-minute game on the cards. It is now 14-18. Of course, Sypher are the ones that still had that lead. They are warding back up around here. Piri just dropped the ward, and well, Libix just dropped down the vision ward, and he's going to say, okay, see you later. Ward's not going to see anything yet for a little while, and I think now Sypher are thinking, yeah, more turrets, that's what we need, and they are going to start to push. Actually, down at bottom as well, Nasus is following a decent stack up, and then changes once again. Dead Ray moving in there. He has built up onto Banshee's Veil here next of all. Sorry, Banshee's Veil. I mean, some fire cape. You had Banshee's Veil earlier on. So got that automatic damage while just running around whilst doing damage, you know, Singe style, let's call it. Piri taking some damage there as well as that ward was put down right on top of him to spot his position. Slow bar went off as well. Silver is not exactly healthy here. As Cassiopeia starts to move in as well. Leigh put down
coming around the back.
And Nasus is coming around the back, but that's dangerous. He's kind of out of reach, especially with that slow bar down. But look at the damage he's put out there onto Slaver, who is mega slowed. Will get behind the tower to be in good position there. Ultimate comes out from Amumu. Veggie goes down. Ultimate came out there from Gragas. Libic is totally dead in this stage of as well. It was a double kill, and we saw the ultimate go off. The Karthus in and amongst everything. Dead Ray's just trolling around as per usual. It's taking 3 hours to take him out. Vanderfeck is actually in a decent position. These layways could be deadly. Salava, yeah, I see what he was trying to do, but it wasn't great. There comes a massive slow onto Vanderfeck. He's expecting to get pushed on both sides. It's the dot from Althor, who is now dominating there after going spree, double kill, rampage, unstoppable, dominating. Yep, that was quite literally an ace from Althor on his own. He's currently sat up at 10-4-6. They are going to finish off Dragon, but they don't have the HP to go up for the Baron, unfortunately for Sypher. But I'll tell you what, that's a great exchange. 23-15, they lead. 35 minutes gone.
Not quite to Penta, apparently. I thought it was pretty close to, but, you know, I think it was because of the delay in there. I'm pretty sure he got everyone. I'm pretty sure Althor got everyone. Althor, I was about to say before that exchange, Althor had a brilliant pot running, so he got 450 AP. They're almost certainly going to get this Baron. I say almost certainly. Veggie is going to get in there. Will he be able to get in and smite it? Tried to. Didn't quite manage to pay it off, though, but they're going to try and put a bit of damage down on him. Oh, wow, Veggie's going to get taken out. I think Piri's going to go down for this ulti. Yes, he will do. And Dead Ray's trying to troll him as best he can. Instead, he's going to get caught up. And oh, that's going to be a Dead Ray. Dead Ray indeed. Oh! Jothy skimmed the backside, the Ezreal ulti there. Skimming past. But wow. So, pretty crazy exchanges there, has to be said, from all of them. And I want to go back to when they had this fight round blue. Althor's ulti was spectacular. He just turned all 5 of them to stone, yeah. And then obviously followed up by Jothy's ulti, which just about came up in time. He just managed to get it up. So that's kind of what's turned the whole few fights. And really, Sypher are making it count. They are pushing on, as it were. Launet has got so much damage and health. You just don't go for Urgot now. There's just no point. So who do you go for? Cassiopeia is really the only one, but Cassiopeia is also built fairly tanky, 2.3k hit points. You don't go for Skyart. He's got 3,900 hit points with the Warmog sat there and the Force of Nature. So really, Piri's the only one, but Piri's been protected so well, and even Piri has got 2,500 hit points nearly. So and Jothi on 3k. So the entire Sypher team are pretty damn tanky, so I'm not really sure who's going to be the squishy target is. Whereas in, you look at Delta, obviously Van der Feck's almost certainly the target. Gangplank has not built that tanky yet. He's got the Trinity there, but he went for Last Whisper rather than anything with health items. So Dedray at the moment, while he controls as much as he can, he's kind of being picked off. And Libic, can go in and go, raw, pulverize, headbutt, and then go, oh, bugger. And this is the problem we had with, was it SK that had a pretty tanky team but no damage? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It was the first SK game, I think. And this is the kind of the problem. It's a problem I find with Alistair. If you don't have a lot of damage to back him up, although you can go AP Alistair. Jothi's going to cast the ulti down here. Veggie is certainly the target. Ultimate from Ezreal does come across, but Piri is managed to get his ulti off Launet being targeted, but like I said, he's got so much damage, he just turns around and absolutely destroys two of them, and wow, absolutely both of them. Piri will definitely go down to the ulti here, that's a given. Van der Feck almost being targeted. Will he manage to get the slow on him? Gets a good Q down on him. Dedray needs to probably switch and be the target. They're all running through the poison of Dedray. Dedray is going to be able to get in there. Ulti onto towards Dedray. Dedray will go down, but that's going to be Cassiopeia going down in the process. Van der Feck does manage to get the kill on Nasus just before he dies. But Sypher come out with another team ace, and they are going to push up and probably take this inner. They have a big stack on the inner at the top, but I think it should be able to deal with itself. So that's going to be another turret. And 30 to 19, big score difference. I think they kind of all went into that one by one. They kind of got pulled into it. It wasn't a full team fight for them, was it? I
don't think they wanted to, actually. Yeah. The problem was, there was the... What came in first? I think Singe flung someone in there, or Pulverize caught one of them, and they pretty much had to all or lose that guy and sit back. So, they went in there, yes, they've lost 3 Baron buffs, which has probably not got that long anymore anyway to run off it. We're seeing Jothi now just invade the jungle of Delta. Actually, they've clairvoyanced him there, so Jothi... a little bit worried about that one. He's actually going to stay. I think he's going to get it in time anyway. He needs to get his ass out of there. And there's the speed buff from Veggie. But, yeah, I mean, against Mumu, what are you going to do? Let's see.
Not a lot. He's going to get the slowdown over. Janna's coming in to help. Probably a Howling Gale straight across them. Yes, he will do. Oh, I think he's going to go down, though. Yeah, no, he pops his ulti. That's going to save them, I think. With now, Launet's going to come around. Launet has built so strong now. He's going to destroy them. Look at that, the damage you can lay straight out. Launet has got an Atmars, a Warmogs, a Manamune, and the Yumumus. Once he pops all those together, he will destroy. And, well, let's not forget Cassiopeia, who's probably up to...
They started a surrender vote.
It's something you don't often get, but I think they might go for it. Did you click no there, or did you click yes?
I was the decider, I clicked yes.
Libic will go down, Sypher are dominating. Nasus as well, like I said, he's got a Warmogs, Force of Nature, Trinity, Shirelius. He is on 5,000 hit points when that ulti goes off. It's back to the old Jax days when you pretty much become unstoppable. Van der Feck trying to get soloed by Piri there. Actually does come around. Oh, he's going to run straight round in towards the backside of Van der Feck. Van der Feck trying to finish him off. But look at this, Piri just juking him around. Meanwhile, the rest of Sypher are running straight through the base. Piri comes around. Skyart does take him down. The tower goes down. The inhibitor will go down. Alpha, like I said, up to 570 AP. And, well, has to be said, Sypher have come back from this one. They were pushed a little bit. They've always kind of... Oh, very nicely shielded there. Piri just about escaping. Oh, he's got to move. He's got to move. Yeah, he will do. Oh, but Nasus is continuing on. Look at that. One single Q. Bang. Took about 400 or 500 hit points minimum off that. So just stripping it down. They are all unbelievably strong. Just press tab and you'll see how strong they all are. Sypher have had 35 kills. Something you don't often see in a... pro match, a 35-19. This has pretty much been an end-to-end crazy fighting match.
Yeah, I mean, It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, we've got on Urgot, he's got Warmogs, which is obviously all maxed out on its bonus there. Phage, obviously, Mana Moon, the bonus to the mana cap at 1,000. Obviously, Atma's Impaler there as well with Warmogs, the super strong. The Ghost Blade in there for that even more damage, not like he really needs it, but he's got it anyway. And they're even popping now, he's got Agility and Fortitude on, and they've got so much cash, they can just afford to drop them all over the place now and just be so ridiculously strong. I mean, if we look down the kills, Urgot 13-4-12, Amumu 3-2-20, Cassiopeia 13-5-9. I mean, look at Pyrrhia's position. Look at Pyrrhia's position there. Just like, okay, I'm gonna force a Gangplank away from Red Buff with my Janna, and then we're gonna see what's gonna go down here. There goes the Howling Gale, there goes the switch, and all of a sudden Veg is in a little bit of trouble. Pyrrhia has to be careful though. Deirdre is coming in there, but there is Skyart, the super tanky cat Egyptian thing. What even is it? I know. Oh, there goes another surrender vote. Hey, Delta aren't happy about this one, you know. There's 2 people in the team that are pissed because there are 2 votes that say yes. And the rest, well, obviously I'm one that says no, but Delta are not in a good mood whatsoever. They're on land, so maybe they just want to kind of get this game out of the way and then move on into game number 2, knowing that they can possibly come back into this game because it is best of 3 and this is only the first game of the day. And I think we're going to be seeing a final fight right there. There goes the Amumu ulti. Actually, ulti comes out from Vanderfeck, who he's been allowed to do a little bit too much damage there on his own. Does have the slow onto him. Ulti is going to come out here from Sypher. Double kill actually came out from Sky out there. Deidre is dead. And, well, just tank their bloody turrets already and finish the game. Sky off. I mean, he can do it if he wanted to.
He keeps walking away. He's got 4.4k hit points. Yeah, and he's just like, oh, I don't want to take this. Oh, really? Yeah, so GG is given. Sypher are going to take the first one. But, you know, I think around about 20 minutes we were saying just how damn close it was in terms of CS, in terms of kills and everything. Veggie is going to get dived on there. I don't think they're going to be able to completely fountain dive in, pops the ulti. Might be able to take Piri down. Oh, Piri's going to escape this and say, get away from me. And that's going to be Veggie dead. Tried to take him down, tower down, Nexus goes down. Well played. Sypher on to match 2, Joe. And wow, I hope the next match is as entertaining as that one.
Yeah, certainly. I think really it wasn't like bad manners or something from Delta. I agree that, you know, a lot of people say, oh, if it's a top tournament game, you shouldn't say GG and quit out early. We have it in other games as well.
Yeah, StarCraft does it all the time, doesn't it? I mean, there's
yeah, exactly. And actually, StarCraft is the game where manners matters the most. Yeah. Actually, you see forum threads, oh my god, this guy is so unmannered, blah, 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 blah. But if a team wants to surrender, then they should be allowed to and not be kind of hounded for it by the fans, because it is when you're down and you're out, you just want to get onto that next game. But let's have a quick breakdown here of the post-match screen. It just shows the domination for Sypher. Janna 1-5-28. Couple of assists you managed to pick up in that game. Urgot 14-4-16. Cassiopeia 14-6-11, Amumu 3-2-25, Nasus 9-3-16, 4 billion hit points by the end there. Had Nasus over for Delta, Deidre 1-8-10, Vanderfeck 7-9-6, Libic 1-7-12, Veggie 3-8-10, and I'm sure I'm missing someone because I'm pushing him off the scoreboard, which is unfortunate, but when we get the prospect mode, we'll be able to show you that final.
Yeah, so well played. It has to be said, well played to Sypher. They played. Oh, the inhibitor just respawned. In case you didn't know, I didn't know that still carried on afterwards. I had no idea. But Delta, they're going to have to come into this one. You know, they played well. They just got outpicked, and we said it at the start. The whole synergy between all the picks, and it worked. Cassiopeia popped that ulti straight across, froze them all, and that was kind of the turning point for me. That fight at blue, and she caught them all. I thought, you know, Amumu had been caught completely out of position, but the rest of his team responded and immediately turned it, and they had the ulti, the AE damage, you know. Urgot had so much damage going in there, and they were all just stood behind the trees going, we're destroying you and you can't get near us, because Amumu popped his ulti, and Nasus was just stood there like a brick wall. So well played to Sypher. Let's see how Delta are going to return the picks. They have to put more thought into it, because there didn't seem to be any synergy between anything they'd really picked other than the fact they could do damage.
Yep, so we are going to be moving on to the second game. It could be the final one if Sypher pick it up, but the scoreline right now is 1-0 for the French team. They are just one game away from going to the Intel Extreme Masters Global Challenge in New York City in mid-October. We'll see you in just a few once the players are ready. So will we. And yeah, see you soon.